Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of All the Mods 10 Cribs Edition. Kidding. Kind of. Maybe. Not really because in between episodes I was doing a few things such as installing a doorbell on my house. That and decorating it. Yeah. I just wanted to decorate it. I don't know, just was in the mood to do a little bit of decorating, so I did it. Made our kitchen look a little bit better. I put up some spice racks that have some plates and some jars, although they don't look right because they're floating. Yeah. But, you know, I got my oven in, I got my hood, got my microwave over my fridge, got some books. Some of them are enchanted books, some of them are just regular books, and I just took whatever books I had in my inventory and just moved it over in here. Made myself a little table that will eventually overlook my colony over there. And then got my TV, which is just some Kiwi blocks and some gray concrete and some framed stuff. And then I got this window open so that, you know, I can get out and whatnot. And then I also have it, I wanted to have this piece further back, but I can't with the wall boards. The wall boards actually would not sit correctly on these panels. So yeah, had to sit it all the way forwards. I got a light switch here that does absolutely nothing. Like, yeah, doesn't do anything, but it looks cool. Got my couch I can sit on. Yeah, got my couch, which kind of like I can almost turn my head completely around, which is weird, but you know, got a little lamp. I can look at my TV, my clock, and you can add triggers to this, which is cool because it'll emit redstone or sound depending on what time it is. Yeah, in game, that is. Then in my room, I got my little computer, which sit down. Boots up, and really the only thing you can do is control the house or play paddleball. These two don't exist yet. See, coming soon. Yeah. But then I got my dressers, my wardrobes, but there's nothing in it, so you know. Then my bed and my alarm clock. Yeah, that was the closest thing I could get to an alarm clock, so yeah, that's fun. But this is just my house. I thought it was neat, and I just wanted to show it off real quick. But that's not what we're going to be doing today. Actually, what we're going to be doing today is not really what we said last time, which was cleanup and getting into, not that. Into Chapter 2 for All the Modium, which we've already technically gotten into it a little bit, and we actually may have gotten into it a bit more than what this is showing. But if you remember last time, this was grayed out and all these were grayed out to where it wasn't quote unquote checked off, and I couldn't get this to register. Yeah, I did a few things and I ended up screwing up a few things. So I tried to get my quests to register, and in the process I ended up resetting all of my things. So I went through and I tried to get all the ones that I know for sure I had done, like here's the pylons, the modular routers, mystical agriculture. I went through and did these ones because I'm like, I know I did these. I just cannot remember which ones of these I did. So I have to go back down to the farm over there and actually pick it up. So yeah, there will be some quests that will tick off again that I've already done. But yeah, those quests that I'm just like, oh yeah, I definitely ticked that off. I'm just going to throw the rewards away for that. But in the meantime, what I actually plan on doing today is right here in this book. I want to make my Ars Connix, which is just going to be right here with these guys, so I'm going to need to move my crusher. I want to make an AE2 Connix, which is going to be over here, which means I got to move some of this stuff, like this stuff, that guy, this guy, some of those guys. Yeah, got to move that stuff. And then I want to link all my storages to the AE system, and which is going to be actually a big task because if you remember, I got storage down in here. I got storage down in there. I got some of my storage here. But yeah, I gotta connect all these up. So it's gonna be a little bit fun. So we're gonna be working with a lot of AE2 stuff here in a moment. Before we move on, I forgot to mention I did get myself some cows, some pigs, and some sheep. I just kind of went out to the forests over here and used a lead or two, and or my lead's there. Just picked them up, literally just flew up into the sky and flew over here and just dropped them off. So, and I've been using these little feeding troughs right here in the middle to breed them all up. And it looks like the sheep have kind of eaten most of the grass. I might have to do something about that. I did put another layer of grass below because grass spreads above and below. So it should spread up, but there's so many sheep here that I think they just eat through it all. But now we don't have to worry about, you know, milk, wool, pork, and beef. Yeah. I got them sitting next to our sniffers though, but you know, the sniffer boys, y'all just gonna sit right here, right? Oh, why'd you sniffed me? Disgusting. And then of course the chickens are still here. But let's get started in clearing out some of this stuff. Alrighty, so I may have gotten a little carried away when I started cleaning things up. I moved over the industrial foregoing stuff over here, or immersive engineering, not that. Really, Rain? Really? Either way, I moved all this stuff over here because essentially the ore processing platform is going to be right behind my head. And then I started getting to work on the Ars Nouveau building, and I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out because, I mean, just look at it. Just look at it. It's a shipping container, but it's also got like the swirlies and the gold accents that would be associated with Ars Nouveau. You can see from our table there. There's a lot more grays in it than I was realizing earlier. But I was like, hey, you know what? This still works out fine because these purple glass pillars things, you know, the windows, they have some gray in them. And I could add in some grays somewhere. But, you know, I think it looks good. This isn't actual gold. This is yellow concrete, as you can tell by my inventory. Yeah, I didn't want to go, like, that broke. Like, I do have gold, infinite gold, essentially, because of my mystical agriculture farm. But still, that was going to take a while to craft up, so I just kind of, yeah, used yellow concrete. Except for right here, where I did make a gold ladder, and I may still, later, once I have the system completely hooked up, make these gold. But for now, just this is gold, and it does look good. But in here, of course, we got our scribes table, that very first thing you see. We got our imbuement chambers, where we will be putting amethyst or lapis to make the source gems, and a jar to help, you know, once we get source going, you know, it'll help these tick up faster. Got a little chandelier up here, another floating source jar just to help put some source down into there. And yeah, kind of neat. These will all be switched out for gold, except these are already gold. So I just need to switch out these trap doors for gold. But then over here, we've got our another imbuement chamber, but this is for making the different types of essence. Like these guys, like the manipulation essence, that's what this is for. And then we go up the ladder, or fly up, either way. We've got our enchanting apparatus right here, kind of just floating, giving it a little bit more of a mystical feel. And this is where we'll enchant things. We got source jars again, so that it'll go faster. And yeah, it's looking pretty good. I could add a few more mage lights in here just to kind of make them look good. But I mean, there's mage lights in these lanterns, so yeah, I think it looks good. These mage lanterns actually don't come with a mage light in them. You actually have to shoot the mage light at it, and then it fills it. But when you break it, it goes away anyways. So, yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Next up is going to be this guy, the AE2 Connex. And I don't know. This one's mostly white, but it's got purples. It's got, you know, it multicolored. White's kind of a bluish gray kind of feel. And I don't know if we've got really any kind of blue gray concrete that'll fit. Yeah, it's kind of hard to get the actual color to match. Like, I think terracotta, yeah, this light blue terracotta might actually be the best to mix in with it. But that would mean I need to go out to get some terracotta, but actually that's not that hard, because if you remember, there is map. Would you please load quicker? Thank you. Back over up this way, we do have some badlands and some terracotta or mesas that we can kind of dig into and steal from. So that's something we could do. Or we could start generating clay. Like, yeah, that's something we could do as well. But yeah, next up is going to be... Oh, I saw that lightning flash. Next up is going to be this Connex. And I'm thinking... Here's my tape measure. Now, both these guys should be... Let's see. This one's 7 wide. I think this one's 7 wide, but moved forward one. Yeah, this one is 7 wide, as you can see, but it's... I moved it forward one more than this one, and I think I like having the 2 block spacing behind it rather than the 1 block. So we're gonna go over here. So 1, 2, and then we'll start here. And we're gonna go, I don't know what, oh, is it because it's raining? You know what? Let me sleep. Okay, so after doing a little bit of measuring, I think I've settled on a design, or at least a blueprint. Design, blueprint, those are the same words. An area. I decided on an area. So we're going to be having a 6 tall by 14 long and 7 wide Connex right here. We're going to try to go for as many of this colors as we can. Maybe start down at the bottom with this like grayish blue color, and then towards the top of it make it white. Kind of like how this is white, but we'll start like down here with like the grayish blue. And this will all hold just like the drives, the pattern providers, all the basic stuff for AE, like the wireless stuff even. But then when it actually comes to like the wireless crafting, when it comes to the crafting in general, we're going to probably make another Connex. Maybe right here or even over there. I'm not too sure. I kind of have this little spot dedicated to like enchanting, I guess, but we'll see about that. I just want to fill this first platform with a bunch of Connexes because I think that'll look really good. So yeah, let me get started on this Connex real quick. So I'm building this and I kind of like the design so far, like the color scheme. The white actually is a little different. It is just barely different, but I kind of like it the way it kind of blends out. But the inside is what I don't really think I like, because there's a 2 wide doorway. I can't just set it straight in because this is the main screen. And it's just like, I need to make this one wider this way, and it just feels a little cramped left to right. So I might need to actually push this out one more this way as well. 1 or 2 this way. So, that one was easy to build. Those ones were easy to build. Why is this one being difficult? This isn't gonna hold a lot. These ones are. Yeah, this is looking a lot better. Yeah, I don't know why. I just wanted it to be just a little bit bigger, and it just came out nicer. Just because like it's just, you just walk straight in and the first thing you see is the terminal. Yeah. This looks better. So, yeah, now I just gotta hook things back up. Like, I have all of the regular stuff in here. I gotta put all the inscribers back, the charger back, all these kind of guys back, at least temporarily until I get a better storage area for these. But I need to make more drives, and I need to make more drive discs. Yeah, the discs. I need to make more of these guys. So yeah, these got to get all hooked back up to this. So that's what's next. Okay, so all of our stuff is re-hooked up. So we got access to all of this stuff again. And our iron is actually continuing to generate because I just hooked it up out the back. I added in some windows just cuz. But in order to actually complete the third thing on our list today, which was to link all storages to the AE system, aka this guy, I'm going to need a ton of Fluix cables. And that's gonna be a lot because I gotta run all the way over there and down. And then I gotta run all the way over into there. And I don't have nearly enough Fluix cables. So I was going to start crafting some when I realized I don't have enough Fluix. I only got 44 Fluix. So I need to make some more Fluix. And normally you make Fluix by throwing charged Certus, redstone, and nether quartz into some water, and then you get it. Or some charged Certus and some Fluix dust, and you get one. Which isn't a lot. Like it's you're making 1 for 1. Whereas this, you're making 1 to 2. So this is usually better. But there is Fluix seeds. So I can make them through the blocks, but I need the 1 times compressed, which means I'm gonna need a lot. Like this is only gonna make me 11 blocks, which is only gonna get me 1 of all that I need. So regardless, I'm gonna need to take all my Certus, all this, and I'm gonna need to charge it up. Hey, look, there's a quest that I know I had already done. I'm gonna have to charge it up, throw it in, and get some more Fluix blocks actually created. So either way, I'm gonna end up having to do this the long way just so I can do the short way. So yeah, that's fun. Wait. Oh, that's neat. I didn't know this. I thought I could only have to use the charger, but it looks like I can use power and just shove a ton of it in here and bulk craft it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that should give me 6. Yeah. So that's a lot easier to charge it this way than it is to use the other charger. So I'm gonna sit here for a while instead of sitting over there. So yeah, let's get to it. Okay, so after a little bit of grinding, I think I have everything that's gonna be necessary. I even made up the Fluix seeds. But I do want to turn some of these cables into smart cables, just because that will be a lot easier. And thankfully I do have some wool now, and apparently I don't. I had wool and I ran out, but thankfully I have sheeps now. Although the grass still is growing pretty slowly. Now let me turn my magnet on. I put this block up ahead because as you can see, I think some of the piggies got in range of a lightning strike. So they turned to zombified piglins. But this honestly should be enough wool. There we go. Okay. Now we just throw this back in here and make some covered cables. And then make some smart cables. Boop. And then I want to make at least one dense cable. So, well, make a few of them. There we go. Because I do have to go out the back of this container. And I believe it should be right here. Yes. So I do want to come out here. This way. I should probably go down instead. This way I have 32 channels. And I'm not wasting them. But then I'm going to go down here. And from here is where I will split off from the dents. I think, yeah, I'll go this way, and then I will switch over to the two smart, just so that they can be, you know, seen. And then we're gonna take our cables from here and send them over there and over there. Okay, most everything should be kind of hooked up now, except I think I still need to set the properties or priority on this one. Yes, I do. Now, go in here. I'm having a bit of trouble. I'm a little laggy right now, and I don't know why. But all this should be connected up into the system. Not all of this, but just the, Insanium Essence should be hooked up into the system. And down here, I've got this guy hooked up, or not really hooked up. I have him set down because I'm hoping that with it right here, I can connect. Ooh. I can't connect it to all of them. I need to move it like right here where one of these stairs are to be able to reach. I need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks forward. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's where it needs to go. So if I take this, pop it there, and then click on it, I should be able to reach. Oh, are you kidding me? I'm one off from reaching that. All right, now I should be able to reach everything. Yes, I can reach all of these. Thankfully, with functional storage, you no longer have to have barrels touching. They just have to be in the radius, which is highlighted. So I can hook up all of these guys. And thankfully, I do have them locked. So they only accept... Oh, hey, that guy's not locked. Here I am, just making myself a liar. There you are. Let's lock you. Just in the off chance I screw up something. There we go.
Now, all of this should be connected to our system as soon as we get this hooked in, which got our last bus right here and another priority of 20. And then we just run our cabling. Come on. There we go. Got the cabling there. Then we're just gonna run it out the wall right here. Now we need to go back outside and run it up. Oh, I could have just gone up one layer. I didn't have to go down. But now just hook it there. Don't need to hook it there. Whoop. I double tapped on my spacebar and I fail. And there we go. Network Apprentice. Reach 8 channels using a device on a network. So that should be 8 channels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That doesn't make sense. How many do I have? I have 4 back here. And then I guess this counts as a channel, that counts as a channel, I guess. But now we should be able to look in our storage and see we've got all the nature essence, all that copper, all the lapis, yeah, all of our diamonds. Yeah, we have access to everything now. That's good. We have access to everything over there. We have access to all of that there. We have access to all our regular storage. Things are looking good. Things are looking good. So with all that done, we can officially cross off everything on our list for today. With all that done, really there's nothing else to say except thank you for watching. I've been Dorkman191 and this has been All the Mods 10 Modded Minecraft. Bye y'all.